Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And this movie is directed by Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones, and it came out in 1975. And I had a really great time with this movie, and I've seen it once before, and there were parts that I could remember, but I didn't remember the full thing. And rewatching it, I felt as though I was watching a lot of scenes in this movie for the first time, and I know this movie's been referenced to death, and there's so many quotable lines and scenes that are really great in it, but when you watch the movie, there's a reason as to why it's been referenced and been a part of pop culture, and I just really love the movie, and the humor in this movie is very funny and very clever, and everything feels very well thought out. I also like the animation in the movie when it does use that, and it's pretty funny, and the movie knows exactly what it wants to achieve, and it does a really great job at doing that. I really loved the opening credits, and this movie has some really clever editing choices that I love, and in the opening scene of the movie, like the opening credits, I think that's a great example of really great editing, and it's really funny what they do. But if I'm going to complain about anything, I would say after the opening credits, I'm going to say that's where the movie officially begins. From that point up until we have our main character fighting off with the Black Knight or whatever, that's where I'm not really super into the movie, because there's nothing about it that was all that memorable to me. But the rest of the movie I thought was really great, and there's lots of 10 out of 10 scenes in this movie, and everything is just handled so well, and it's so much fun for me. The movie never drags, and the music in the movie was very memorable and used it appropriately, especially in one scene without spoiling anything. But there's one scene in this movie where it works so well and adds a lot of comedic effect to it. And this movie didn't really have a huge budget. It was like $400,000 or something. I'm not sure if that's adjusted for inflation, but it never feels cheap. It always looks great, and there are some effects in the movie where you can figure out how it was done, but it's still convincing and done well enough, and it never took me out of the movie. And with that being said, there are some effects in this movie where it's really seamless how it was done, and it's very convincing. And I like the characters a lot, and they're really funny, and it's a great adventure that this movie takes me on, and there's barely anything not to like about this movie, and there's a reason why it's been so popular for so long. It's because it was just so well done, and once we get to the half-hour mark, up from there all the way to the end is what I would say is like the peak of the movie for me. And normally I would say like a specific scene is like the peak, but this movie just stays consistently great and amazing for an hour straight. And not a lot of movies can do that for me, and that's really impressive. And that's about all I have to say about Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's great. I would highly recommend it. It's very funny. It knows what it is. And I honestly can't imagine anyone watching it and not enjoying it on some level. So check it out once you have the chance. And I'm going to give Monty Python and the Holy Grail a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Hail Caesar. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.